So far we have seen that in defect management process, the testing team will raise an issue or a defect or a bug. So there are different terms, right? Defect, bug, failure, error, incident, issue. So what all they? All are same or are they different? So that is what we are going to see now. Bug. What is a bug? Bug is nothing but a defect, an issue, incident, error. Everything is called as bug. It can be called in different way. A defect can be called in different way based on the organization's format. Each and every organization use different term to identify a defect. They could say defect, few will say a bug, few will say an issue, few will say it is an incident. So each and every organization use different terms to identify defect. So what is a defect now? A defect is nothing but when the actual result and expected result deviated. We have seen the test case document. You know how a test case document will look. There is an expected result column and there is an actual result column, right? So when expected result and actual result are the same, then the test case is said to be passed. If an expected result and actual result is not the same, then that is a defect. What is an expected result actually? What is an expected result? Expected result is nothing but what the system should do, how a system should behave. That expectation is called as expected result. What is an actual result? How it behaved, how it worked, that is called as actual result. Ideally, it should be the same. If it is not the same, then that is called as defect. Is that the only way to find the defect? No. For example, if you open your mobile application in your mobile phone and you could see the username field is displayed in username capital letter and the password field is displayed password as in small letter. So that is also a defect. That is not looking right. That is also a defect. The look and feel is not good. It is not user friendly. So that is also a defect. For example, if you're testing any website, if you're going to a website page, home page, there is any spelling mistake. If there is any spelling mistake, and that is also a defect. These issues are called as cosmetic issues or cosmetic defects. Cosmetic defects are nothing but they do not need major technical efforts to fix that defect. Those are called as cosmetic defects. The next one is deviation from the requirement document. If the requirement document has set of requirements and if that requirements are not met, then that is also a defect. You could ask me a question. I write test cases from the requirement document. If the test case results is not met, then the requirement is also not met. Then why do I need to check the requirement again? This is a very valid question. But test case document we prepare only for waterfall methodology projects. When you go to Agile, you will not have test case document. In that case, your only key criteria for verification is your requirement document. You could not say it as requirement document. In Agile, we used to say it as user stories. Your user stories is the requirement document where you would see what the system has to do. So if the system does not meet any of the user stories criteria, then that is also called as a defect. These are the various phases where we identify the defects. Now failure. So far we have seen bug, defect, issue, incident, error, everything is same. What is a failure? Bug, issue, defect, incident, everything will happen in the testing phase. When you're testing a product, if the system is not matching the requirement or if the system is not behaving as expected, then it is called as a defect or a bug. Failure is nothing but when the software application is launched in the production, is launched to the end user and the product does not meet the end user's expectation, then it is called as a failure product. Let me put you with an example. Any banking application or any e-commerce application or even WhatsApp, if you could take it, if it is deployed in production and we started using WhatsApp, and if I'm not able to send message to you in WhatsApp, I download and if I send a message to you, it is not going. I'm not able to send a message to you. Then what is the need of the application? It is a failed application. It's a failed product. because in production it does not meet the user expectation. Then it is called as a failed product. So that is called as software failure. We can also take another example. Everybody is fond of online games, right? If you go get a game software and if you try to install in your computer or in your laptop, if it does not works or if it does not boot up, then that software is a failed software because it is there in the market and as a user you buy it and you try to use it and it is not meeting your expectation. Then that is called as a failure product. These are the difference between bug and failure. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next lecture.